the great name of Allah, who is the most merciful and beneficent. Assalamualikum, my dear listeners. Welcome to Knowledge Syndicate. Today we will going to start parts of speech. What are part of speech? Parts of speech, the words are divided into different classes or in different kinds, so that these kinds are called words of speech, or the classification of words according to its function is called part of speech. We have 8 part of speech that are noun, adjective, pronoun, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. The articles are not included in parts of speech, but somehow they are related to parts of speech. So, parts of speech, we have parts of speech can be of 2 types: open part of speech and closed part of speech. So, open parts of speech are those in which we can make change. That can be changed, that can be altered, but the closed parts of speech are those which cannot be changed, that are rigid in number, and we cannot change them according to our need. So, open parts of speech includes noun, verb, adverb, adjective, and interjection. They are also called lexemes. And the closed part of speech includes pronoun, conjunction, articles, and preposition. As I have told you, article is not included in parts of speech, but they are somehow related to parts of speech. So, these 4 are closed parts of speech, that is pronoun, conjunction, articles, and prepositions. They are rigid in number, we cannot change them. They are also called functional words. And one important thing, that there are totally 150 preposition in English language. We have only 150 preposition, as pronouns are rigid, and conjunction joining words are limited. Articles, we have only 3 articles: a, an, and the. And preposition, we have totally 150 prepositions in English language. So these cannot be changed. These are functional words. And the other lexemes, we can change them, we can alter them according to our need. So we will go through these one by one, starting with noun. What is noun? A word used as a name of a person, place, thing, or idea. Basically, in general, we say that noun is a naming word. The name of person, name of place, name of thing, or any idea is called noun. For example, Akbar was a great king. So here in this sentence, we can see that Akbar is a noun. Akbar was a great king. Akbar is the name of a person, so it is a noun. The sun shines bright. Here, sun is the name of thing, so it is a noun. Soldiers were rewarded for their bravery. So here, soldiers is a noun. It is the name of a person. We can say it is the name of person. Somehow we are soldiers, we are counting them together, so soldiers is a noun. So now we have different kinds of noun, including proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, collective noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, material noun, concrete noun, and compound noun. So these 9 kinds of noun are interrelated with one another. We cannot bound one word to one kind of noun. The one noun can be of, we can say that it can be included in 3 types of noun. So these all 9 types are interconnected with one another. We will go through these one by one, starting with proper noun. A noun used for proper name, place, or thing. When we call something proper, when we call something major, so that is proper name, place, or thing, that is proper noun. For example, Qaid-e-Azam, the name of famous personality, Aptabad, Shakespeare, so etc. These are called proper noun. And one more important thing, that proper noun are always written with capital letter. We cannot write proper noun with small letter. Either they come in the middle of a sentence, in the beginning, or in the end. We write them with a capital letter. The next one is common noun. Common noun used for common name, place, thing, or idea. For example, any girl, any boy, any city, any country, chair, love, etc. Something common. The next one is collective noun. A noun used for the group of things, place, or person. When we call the group of things or place or person, so that is called collective noun. For example, army. Army is a group of people. Police. Furniture. Furniture includes anything in the furniture. Students. The further we have many more examples of these. We can say that a flock of sheep and something like these. These are also called collective noun. The next one is countable noun. As we can guess it from its name, the noun which we can count, which are countable. So that are countable noun. For example, chair, book, pen, apple, horse, etc. Animals, we can count them. So these are called countable noun. The next one is uncountable noun. Opposite from countable noun. Noun which we cannot count are called uncountable noun. For example, stars, we cannot count stars. Oil, we cannot count it. Hairs, we cannot count our hairs. Milk, like, we cannot count it. Honesty is something abstract, we cannot count it. Sugar, etc. So these are uncountable nouns. Now material noun, a noun which is specifically used for a material. When something that is specifically related to material, so that is a material noun. For example, water, sand, wood, milk, etc. So these are material noun. The next one is abstract noun, usually the name of quality, action or state. Abstract noun is something which we cannot, the noun which we cannot see or touch is called abstract noun. For example, pain, we cannot see pain, we cannot touch pain, we can just feel that pain. Happiness, wisdom, success, darkness, hatred, sickness, etc. There are many examples of noun. We can have thousands of examples. So now as in uncountable noun, we have seen its example, honesty. Honesty is also an example of abstract noun. We cannot see or touch honesty, we can only feel the honesty. So as I have told you, these are all interconnected with one another. The next one is concrete noun, noun which we can see or touch, opposite to abstract noun. For example, sand, milk, water, etc. One more thing, except the abstract noun, almost all other nouns are concrete noun. As only without the abstract noun, all other nouns are concrete noun. Almost all other nouns are concrete noun. Next and the last kind of noun is compound noun. When two nouns combine and make a single noun. When we combine two nouns to make a single noun, is called compound noun. Compound noun is further divided into three types: hyphenated compound noun, closed compound noun, and open compound noun. Hyphenated compound noun is the one which is combined with the help of hyphen. Hyphen is this sign, a small dash between the two nouns, so that are hyphenated compound noun. For example, Qaid-e-Azam, mother-in-law. So these are combined by hyphen, so they are called hyphenated compound noun. The next one is closed compound noun, when there is no space between the two nouns, so that is closed compound noun. For example, police station. The next one is open compound noun, when there is a space between two nouns, so that is open compound noun. For example, school bus, school boy. So there is a space between these two, so these are called closed open compound noun. The next thing is noun gender. It is something so important. Noun gender is we have four noun gender: masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender, and neutral gender. So masculine gender, a noun that denotes a male. When when noun that denotes male is called masculine gender. For example, we can say that boy, a lion, hero. So these are masculine gender. The next is feminine gender, a noun that denotes female. For example, girl, lioness, heroine, etc. A common gender, a noun that denotes either male or female. A noun that can denote a male or female is called common gender. For example, parents, friend, students, child, enemy, cousin. So these are common gender. We cannot say that it is either related masculine or either feminine. They are common genders. The next one is neutral gender, a noun that denotes neither male nor female. For example, tree, book, pen, something non-living are called neutral gender. Okay, so here we are done with noun. Moving towards adjective. Now what is adjective? Adjective, the word that describes the quality of a noun, is called adjective. That qualifies the noun is called adjective. For example, the lazy boy was punished. Here the word lazy is adjective. The next one is Sam is a clever boy. Here the clever is adjective. We are describing the boy, the one with lazy and the other with clever. Positions. Now moving toward position of adjectives. Adjective can be placed in three positions: either before the noun, after the noun, or in the predicate of the sentence. The adjectives that are placed before the noun are said to be in attributive position. The adjectives that are placed after the noun said to be in post positive position, and the adjectives that are placed in the predicate of the sentence is said to be in predicative position. We can take it from example. The first example, clever people won't stay in such environment. So here clever, the word clever is adjective and it is placed before the noun people, so it is in the attributive position. The next one is we have plenty of rooms available. So here available is adjective and it is placed after the noun rooms, so it is in post positive position. The last one is predicative position. Predicative position is when the adjective come in the predicate of the sentence. For example, most students are happy. So here the word happy is adjective, and students is noun. So these two are joined together by linking verb are. Here are is said to be a linking verb. So one more thing or a kind of note, that most adjectives can be placed either in attributive position or predicative position. However, a small number of adjectives are restricted to one position only. So there are certain adjectives that can be placed only in one position. For example, the word previous, we can place it in only attributive position. Like we cannot say this chapter is previous. We rather say that the previous chapter. So we place the word previous always in attributive position. So the next one is functions of adjective. There are two main functions of adjective, that is describing function and classifying function. Describing function can be used to describe a noun, and classifying function, as clear from its name, that can be used to classify a noun. For example, we take it from the example, the quick fox jumps over the lazy dog. So here the quick fox, the quick is adjective, and jumps over the lazy dog, lazy is also an adjective, and they are describing the fox, quick fox and lazy dog. They are describing the nature of fox and dog. So these are describing function of adjective. The next one is classifying function. For example, I prefer red wine to white wine. So here red and white is our adjective, and we are classifying it. We are classifying the wine between red and white. The next is order of adjective. When we have two or more adjectives in a single sentence, so we place them in order. There is certain order to place them. So the order of adjectives is, at first we will put article, then intensifier. Intensifier is when an adjective intensify something, it intensifies the noun, so that is intensifier. Then the adjective of quality, then size, then age, color, participle, noun used as an adjective, head noun. So we will take it from the example that a large blue paper bag. So at first we put the size large, then color blue, as I have told you, first size, then color blue, then paper is noun used as adjective, and then bag is a noun itself. So it is noun used as adjective. So and bag is a noun. So this is somehow we place adjective when we have two or more adjectives in a single sentence. So kinds of adjective, we have different kinds of adjective. The first one is adjective of quality. The adjective show the kind or quality of a noun. It is also called descriptive adjective. For example, Kolkata is a large city. So here large is adjective. The next one is he is an honest man. Honest is an adjective. So we are describing the quality of something. So that is adjective of quality. Then we have proper adjective. Proper adjectives are somehow classed with adjectives of quality when adjectives are formed from the proper noun. So these are proper adjectives. For example, French wines, Turkish tobacco. So these are some proper things, some proper nouns. So these are proper adjectives. Indian tea, for example. So the next one is adjectives of quantity. Show how much of a thing. Adjective of quantity shows how much of the thing is meant. For example, we have had enough exercise. Enough is adjective of quantity. The next one is he has little intelligence. So little is adjective of quantity. There is no need to go in so much detail, because these can be clarified only from their name just. The next one is demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives are those which point out which person or thing is meant. For example, the boy is stronger than Harry. So here stronger is demonstrative adjective. The next one is those rascals must be punished. So here we can say that those rascals is a adjective of demonstrative adjective. The next one is interrogative adjective. One more thing in demonstrative adjective, that demonstrative adjective answered the question why. So basically they answer the question why. The next is interrogative adjective, as clear from its name. When what, which and whose, when they are used with noun to ask question, they are called interrogative adjective. For example, what manner of boy is he? Which way shall we go? Whose book is this, for example? So these are interrogative. Now adjective of number, show how many person or things are meant. Adjective of number, as clear from the name, that how many. For example, the hand has 5 fingers. Here 5 is adjective of number. The next is most boy like cricket. So here most is or adjective of number. Adjective of number can be of three types: definite numeral, indefinite numeral, and distributive numeral. Definite numeral, which denotes exact number. So exact number, for example, 1, 2, 3. So when we write 1, 2, 3 in this manner, 1, 2 or 3 in numbers in this manner, so these are called cardinals. The second one is first, second, and third. These are called ordinal. The next is indefinite numeral adjective. So we do not show exact number. For example, all, so, many, several, certain, any, some, few, etc. So these are indefinite. The next one is demonstrative numeral adjective, which refer to each one of the number. For example, each boy must take his turn. Every word of it is fall. Here each and every is demonstrative numeral adjective. So we are done with adjective as well. Now moving towards pronoun. Pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. When we use a word instead of a noun, so it is called pronoun. For example, John is absent because he is ill. So here he, because he is ill. He is pronoun. The next is the books are where you left them. So here them is pronoun, which is used instead of book, and here he is used instead of John. So we have cases in pronoun, that is nominative, objective, and possessive case. In case of singular, the first person pronoun in nominative case is I, me, me as an objective, and possessive case mine. Second person is you, objective case is also you, and possessive case is yours. Third person, as third person can be masculine, feminine, or neuter. So in case of masculine, in nominative case we use he, in case of feminine she, and in case of neuter it. In objective case him, her, and it, and in possessive case his, hers, and its. The plural, in plural first person we use we, us, and ours. In second person we use you, you, and yours, and as a third person we use they, them, and their. When we use them in sentence, it is clarify that how certain cases are used. Now moving toward the kinds of pronoun. We have different kinds of pronoun. For example, starting from subjective pronoun. When pronoun is used as a subject of a sentence, so it is called pronoun, a subjective pronoun. For example, he, she, they, you, we, I, it. The next is objective pronoun. When a pronoun is used as an object of a sentence, for example, him, her, them, you, us, me, and it. The next is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun is that points the action of verb back to the subject. It is used, the reflexive pronoun is used when subject and object are same person. For example, himself, herself, themselves, yourselves, myself, itself, and these. The next is emphatic pronoun. When reflexive pronoun used to emphasize the subject, when pronoun emphasizes the subject, so that is emphatic. For example, he himself cuts his hand. So he himself, here himself is emphatic pronoun. The next is she herself looks into the mirror. So here we are emphasizing on reflexive pronoun, so it is reflexive emphatic pronoun. The next one is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun are limited number. They are only 4 in number, that is this, these, that, and those. The next one is indefinite pronoun. The pronoun which are not clear, which are like we can say that for a whole. For example, everyone, nothing, anything, someone, anybody, etc. The next is interrogative, as clear from its name, when there arises a question. So these are questions are simple, that who, whom, what, where, when they are used as a pronoun. So these are interrogative pronoun. The next one is distributive pronoun. They refer to a person or thing at a time. For example, we have 4 distributive pronoun, that is each, every, either, or neither. The next is reciprocal pronoun, used to talk about mutual relationship. When there comes a mutual relationship, so that is reciprocal pronoun. For example, each other, one another. The next is relative pronoun. When interrogative pronoun are used to show relation. When we use the question words as to show the relation. So these are relative pronoun. For example, who, whom, that, which. We can take it from a sentence that I have a friend who lives in London. You can have one other example. Do you know the person whom I talked? So these are kind of relative pronoun. The next is relative compound pronoun. Relative pronoun can be further no, it is a different kind of pronoun. That relative compound pronouns include whoever, whenever, whichever, wherever. They are somehow related to relative pronoun, but there is a difference that these are four, that whoever, whenever, whichever, as a whole, when we take them as a whole. The next and the last kind of pronoun is possessive pronoun that shows the position. That, for example, his, her, theirs, their, yours, mine, etc. It's so we are done with pronoun. Now moving towards verbs. Verb is quite simple, as we all know. We used to learn the verbs from our very basics classes for second, third grade. We start learning the verb. A verb is a word used to express an action or state. So a verb is a word used to express an action or state. We have four kinds of verb, that is transitive verb, intransitive verb, modal verb, and auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs are also called auxiliaries. And we have form of verb. We have three form of verb, that is the participle, the gerund, and the infinite. We will go through them one by one. So starting with kinds of verb. Transitive verb, a verb that denotes an action which passes over from the doer or subject to an object. When an action passes from the doer, when subject to an object, is called transitive verb. For example, the boy kicks the football. So here the word kicks is transitive verb. As the verb kick passes over from the doer, subject boy to some object football. It is passes over from the boy to football, the subject to object. So it is transitive verb. The next one is intransitive verb, a verb that denotes an action which does not pass over to an object. For example, the boy laughs loudly. So here the verb laugh. Here the verb laughs is that stops with the doer or subject boy. Like it stops at the subject boy, and it does not move to, or it does not passes over to the object. So these kind of verbs are called intransitive verbs. The next one is modal verbs. They are used before ordinary verbs and express meaning such as permission, possibility, certainty. When we combine the verb with ordinary verbs, words with ordinary verbs, to express possibilities, permissions, certainty, necessity. So these are modal verbs. Modal verbs includes can, could, might, will, shall, must, ought. So when these words are combined with ordinary verbs, simple verbs, so they become modal verbs, and they expresses certain permissions, possibilities, certainties, etc. Now auxiliaries, the verb be, have, and do when used with ordinary verbs. When these three words, be, have, and do, when these three verbs are used with ordinary verbs, so they become auxiliaries or auxiliary verb, and we can use them with ordinary verbs. So here, now moving towards form of verb. The first form of verb is the infinite. The infinite, base of verb often preceded by to. When base verbs or simple verbs are preceded by the word to, when we add the word to base verb, it is called the infinite. This is the form of verb. So for example, to err is human. Birds love to sing. So these are the infinites. The next is the participle, form of verb which partakes of the nature of both a verb and an adjective. As I have told you in the previous lecture, what is participle, which can act as both a verb and adjective. So that is participle. Hearing the noise, the boy woke up. So the word hearing, here the word hearing is somehow qualifies the noun boy as an adjective does. So it is also here working as an adjective and as well as a verb. So these kind of verbs are called participles. The gerund is a form of verb which ends in ing and has a force of verb and noun. So a gerund is someone when a verb has a quality to act both as a noun and a verb. So and it ends in ing is a gerund. For example, reading is his favorite pastime. So here reading is the gerund. Reading is this is made up from a verb read. When we add ing to the word read, reading, it becomes reading. So it is also acting as a noun and a verb. So these form of verbs are called gerund. So we will continue our parts of speech in the next lecture. Hope you guys are clear, and there will be if there is any ambiguity, you can ask me in comment section. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon.